It's all there, black and white, clear as crystal. You ran against nobody. Nevada checked the box that literally said not Nikki. And that may be an achievement, but you get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Nikki Haley. An important reminder and a tie-in to our next story, because Nikki Haley got absolutely destroyed yesterday. One of the greatest political humiliations. Not as bad as Ronna. Ronna's political humiliation is worse. I just got to bathe in it. But Nikki Haley's humiliation yesterday is a very close runner-up. A reminder that Nikki Haley went on a obscure astroturfed inside the Beltway succubus podcast right after Ronna McDaniel and Nikki both got destroyed on the debate stage. Nikki Haley, of course, scurries off to her friendlies and has the audacity to say this about our movement and our criticism of them. Go.
Happens, he comes out of the gate, he hits the female chair of the party, he hits the female anchor on the platform, and then he hits me. And I'm not saying anything.
I ain't saying, I'm just saying.
But he might have a girl problem. Yeah. I'm just saying he might have a girl problem.
Like, at what point? Like, how stupid are we? Like, how endemic is the rot in our party? Where Nikki Haley can use the same lines that Hillary Clinton used against Trump. This is why we call her Nikki Hillary. Ronna McDaniel, of course, trotted Nikki Haley in there, going, "You get him, girl." Saying the same thing. Vivek has a woman problem, you see. And those are the exact same words that the left uses all the time. Anytime you criticize them. Kamala Harris is a good example. Don't even have to go back to Hillary Clinton. Kamala Harris, great example. This is leftist talking points. Don't argue the merits. Don't argue the actual core of the argument, or don't listen to the criticisms. Just hide behind your skin color or your gender, where you were born. The left does this all the time. It is the shield, the grotesque shield of DEI and wokeness that they use to insulate themselves from criticism. Here's just a wonderful example, one of many, of libs doing this to us. So here's Hillary Clinton getting a metaphorical fellatio from CNN on camera. Christiana Alain interviewing Hillary Clinton, asking about Republican criticism of her policies. And what does Hillary do? Let's play them. You can play them side by side. What's Hillary's immediate reflex when she's criticized? Watch.
What goes through your mind? And particularly, how do you process that this person who defeated you back in 2016 is still at it, given all that you've said? 91 indictments, civil fraud, sexual transgressions according to the courts. How is this still happening?
It's the classic tale of an authoritarian populist who really has a grip on the emotional, psychological needs and desires of a portion of the population. And the base of the Republican Party, for whatever combination of reasons, and it is emotional and psychological, sees in him someone who speaks for them. And they are determined that they will continue to vote for him, attend his rallies, wear his merchandise, because for whatever reason, he and his very negative, nasty form of politics resonates with them.
Let me read to you the transcript. Hillary Clinton asked about Trump supporters, and what does Hillary Clinton say? Oh, they don't like migrants. They don't like gay people. They don't like black people. They don't like women. I'm a woman. And they don't want me to be in power because I'm a woman. So you just heard Nikki Haley getting criticized, and she says, it's because they have a women problem, the Republican Party. Talk about Republicans. She's trying to talk about Vivek as a cutout. Nope. She's talking about Republicans. Vivek may be Donald Trump's vice president. We don't know. So Nikki Haley goes on to continue to talk about the base of the Republican Party, talking about where she's from in South Carolina, saying everyone judged her because of her skin color. And they hated her because of her skin color. She's a victim. Everyone's mean to me because of my skin color, she says, in South Carolina. Like, at what point do we start understanding that these are the exact same people? Nikki Haley, Hillary Clinton, the same people. Rich, powerful women who want you to know that they're the victim. And that you, working your fingers to the bone, barely getting by, you're the oppressor. They scream at you from their private plane on their way to their mansion, funded by Boeing or the Clinton Foundation. They're the same thing. Emblematic of the same curse on our society. Wokeism, intersectionality. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Nikki Haley doing this, literally learning from her hero, Hillary Clinton.
We were the only Indian family in our small southern town. I was teased every day for being brown. So anyone that wants to question it can go back and look at what I've said on how hard it was to grow up in the deep South as a brown girl. Anybody can look at my record and see when Walter Scott was shot down by a dirty cop, how I made sure that the Walter Scott family didn't suffer because we put the first body camera bill in the country in place. Anybody can look at the fact that when we had 9 amazing souls die in Mother Emanuel Church, I did something that no Republican or Democrat ever wanted to touch, which was call for the Confederate flag to come down because it would take 2/3 of the House and Senate and was an impossible feat. I don't know what you're implying with that, but what I will tell you is saying that I had black friends is a source of pride. Saying that I had white friends is a source of pride. If you want to know what it was like growing up, I was disqualified from a beauty pageant because I wasn't white or black, because they didn't know where to put me. So look, I know the hardships, the pain that come with racism. It's the reason that I fight bullies every day when it comes to racism, anti-Semitism, or hate, and I always will. If I didn't mention slavery on that day, it's because that's an automatic. There's always been, the Civil War's always been known about slavery.
Nikki Haley is lying to you. Vanessa Williams is the first black woman to win Miss America title in 1984. Ladies and gentlemen, these are approximately the same years that Nikki Haley is telling you that she was banned from a beauty pageant. I'm sorry, but those two stories don't make any sense. In 1984, Miss America was Vanessa Williams. But Nikki Haley is saying that there's no place in beauty pageants for brown people. That's what she said. Nikki Haley's elementary school class, apparently, teased her for her skin color. But like half of Nikki Haley's elementary school class were minorities. It doesn't make any sense. Here's the photo. There's Nikki Haley. Somebody's going to have to explain this. What it seems like to me is that Nikki Haley just actually wants to be a victim. Because that's where she, a Democrat, gets power. She wishes to play the victim card as hard and as much as possible. Whether it's skin color, gender, race, where she comes from. That's actually what Nikki Haley's trying to do, and she learned it from her hero. Her hero is Hillary Clinton. How do I know that? Because I'm trying to slander her or trying to like ruin her campaign? Nope. Because she's literally said it so many times, it's embarrassing. Watch.
If you have to lie to win, you don't deserve to win. I never said Hillary Clinton was an inspiration.
You know, I often say that the reason I got into politics was because of Hillary Clinton.
I didn't know her, although I had met her several years before at a women's professional event in Greenville, South Carolina. At that event, she had inspired me to run for office and make my voice heard. And in some ways, she remained inspiring.
She is actually the reason that I made
the jump.
Because you write about her being a big inspiration for you.
I went with my friend Eleanor Kitzman to a Furman leadership program where Hillary Clinton was speaking. And I walked out of there and I said, I'm running for office.
She's so inspirational. I'm with her. Are we stupid? At what point do we begin as a party to wise up? Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have some really good news for you. The Republican Party is rejecting Nikki Haley, even without Donald Trump on the ballot. The Republican Party is actually treating Nikki Haley just like Nikki Hillary. Same thing as if Hillary Clinton tried to run as a Republican. That is the results from last night's Nevada primary, where in a very weird little, I don't know, like strange Nevada thing, the party's doing a caucus and a primary. So they did a primary without Donald Trump's name being on the ballot. The caucus is what actually matters, because the caucus is where you get delegates for the GOP convention that Donald Trump will win. But even without Donald Trump's name on the ballot, Nikki Hillary lost in a landslide to none of these candidates. Okay? So literally no one was able to beat Hillary Clinton. A like gray mannequin NPC was able to beat Hillary Clinton. Air was able to beat Nikki Hillary. Nikki Hillary just lost because of air. Was the air right then? The air didn't like my... The air has a woman problem. And that's what it's going to be. Okay, got it. Yeah. How humiliating is that? Oh, it's wonderful. Into my veins. Here's the Nevada results.
A Fox News election alert, a shocking upset for Nikki Haley in Nevada, as nearly 63% of the Republican primary vote goes to none of these candidates instead of her. The former South Carolina governor getting only about half of that.
I love when these shows have like nice, big, broad themes that we can sort of latch our hooks into and carry forward. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the theme. The theme is that the Republican Party is done being tricked. We are wiser now. We are more organized now. We have a real movement now. We are no longer a corporate vestige of astroturfed gray sludge. Our influencers are influential. And in large part because of the audiences like this and because of the freedom of speech that we have on platforms like X, we are able to actually organize, to speak truth. And we are able to create these moments, these inception moments, where all of this activism becomes real. And Rana hears it ringing in her ears. And Nikki heard it last night. Death has become the old party of Mitt Romney, John McCain, the Bush dynasty, the Cheneys. They're all gone. And good riddance.